think that's a character defect. I think all of those are character defects.
Oh,
Sassy, controlling. Oh, you didn't say controlling. I can insert a couple.
I listened to like a really, really good speaker talk last night that explained.
What kind of speaker?
Explained the problem so well. She talked about.
And what genre of speaker is it?
About codependency.
Like a coda?
And speaker? How. Yeah. They had a conference. I don't know, and they recorded it. And so she talked about how how she had this problem marriage, and how like she had all these with her spouse, and then was so frustrated, and then finally got to marriage counseling, and she was like, finally someone's gonna see my side and how hard done by I am, and then the marriage counselor anyway, the whole point is that in codependency we try to control the other person and make them out to be the bad guy so that we can feel the victim. Don't smile like that.
I'm so... I feel like we should just stop now and end on that note, and then I can go about my day in a very happy way.
I just thought I'd give you that gift.
Wow, that's good.
Say
it again.
It doesn't... Anyway.
No, let's just leave it at that because it's going to
digress.
Let's
not talk about it.
Yeah.
Can you pass me the call?
I think it's... that's beautiful.
Anyway,
all right, that's a big awakening.
It's explained it really well.
So the concept is the codependent controls the partner.
Yeah,
and then
so basically...
feels like the victim because the partner won't be controlled or is controlled.
No, so the partner... So it was called Christmas in June, and basically, like, at the last minute, the partner would always be like, oh, we have to go see my family, and let's just run to the store on Christmas Eve and pick up some presents. And so she's like, I hate that. I feel terrible. We're giving them bad presents, and, like, I don't want to give people bad presents. I want to give people good presents, and I love Christmas. And so why won't my partner, like, all I need, they don't have to help me decorate the tree. I just want them to sit in the room with me, and I just want to admire every ornament and, like, just think of where we got them and, like, have all these memories. And I just want them in the room with me, and I just want to, like, start Christmas shopping in June, and I just want to go drive down all these beautiful streets where all the pretty lights are.
My
and, like,
eyes getting a
your eyes
twitch.
twitching. I know, all those things. And so she's like basically saying like, it's fine if they don't like it. Like, I just need them to, like, be with me while I enjoy it, and and it's not so bad. Like, I'm really not asking that much of them. And so then she started talking about, like, describing, like, my yard, and this is how I want to decorate my yard, and my neighbor gets to decorate their yard however they want to. And just because we're married doesn't mean that, like, I get to decorate their yard and, like, cut their grass, and they still can decorate their own yard.
You can come over and cut my grass up.
And so it was very.
So marriage counseling told her.
Oh, no, actually the marriage counselor was totally, like, on her side, and she was like, finally, see? And she said, you know what? My spouse left marriage counseling, never went back. That wasn't helpful.
See? I told you right out of marriage counseling.
See? You just need to like Christmas more, and then we'll be happy.
Ooh.
Anyway.
Okay, so the point is, what was step one?
That we're powerless over others.
Beautiful. Leave everybody with that. There's some really good speakers, though, eh? When you hear them speak.
Yeah, it's totally true. And I was like, yeah, so got my own yard. Get off my lawn.
I'm nowhere near it. I'm hiding in the corner of mine with my mushroom patch.
Hence why I'm going kayaking with someone else today.
Oh my goodness. Awesome kayaking. You're going to be like a pro kayaker. You're going to get really big shoulders. Oh, you're going to walk around with your muscles. Oh man. Okay, July the 21st. Do you find kayaking you have to have really good balance?
Not at all.
They changed the boats. It's more like a boat, right? Like a paddle, like an oar.
No, it's like a life preserver.
Yeah, okay. Because back in my day, we had like kayaks that were like missiles. And like getting into it, there was a like 80% chance that you would fall out of it.
Oh, I'm not falling out of this kayak.
Like it's like sitting on a toothpick in a lake. That's the old school kayaks.
The boats go by and then we ride the waves.
Okay, different kayaking. You're more like an inner tube kayaker, and you're calling it kayaking.
It's a kayak.
Can you do a barrel roll?
It's a.
Like in kayaking, you should be able to go right under and
This is a pleasure kayak.
So an inner tube.
No,
inner tube.
it's a long floatable object.
Like long, like this?
No.
Okay.
It's shaped like a kayak.
Let's get our spirituality on. Breathe in what? Breathe in freedom? What was yesterday?
Yeah.
Anyway. July 21st, Tuesday. Enough. Oh, being is enough.
Being.
Being. Be. We are not always clear about what we are experiencing or why. In the midst of grief, transition, transformation, learning, healing, or discipline, it's difficult to have perspective. That's because we have not learned the lesson yet. We are in the midst of it. The gift of clarity has not yet arrived. We need to control and manifest. Our need to control and manifest it can manifest itself as a need to know exactly what's going on. We cannot always know. Sometimes we need to let ourselves be and trust that clarity will come later in retrospect. If we are confused, that is what we're supposed to be. The confusion is temporary. We shall see. The lesson, the purpose, shall reveal itself in time, in its own time. It will make perfect sense later. Prayer for today. Today I will stop straining to know what I don't know, to see what I can't see, to understand what I don't yet understand. I will trust that being is sufficient and let go of my need to figure things out.
That one was for me.
That one is for all of us, but I feel like it's more. That's a good timing. I think that's a beautiful. I think part of, in step one, we have 3 issues to the problem. One of them is a mental obsession. And part of that mental obsession isn't just thinking about the substance, but it's overthinking. And that's what we need a break from. And that's why we go back to unhealthy patterns. And so I think this is a good word for everybody. Our need to control can manifest itself as a need to know exactly what's going on. And I think lots of us need to know what's going on, or why bother doing it if I don't know what the outcome will be?
So here's what I thought about.
Give her.
This is so dangerous to talk about.
All right, we'll just close for today.
So I thought about like probably a few people that like I have to make amends to, probably mostly like in my work environment. And like, yeah, I think that just trying to figure everything out and like taking on more than what was actually mine to take on, and then, you know, so it was basically talking about like trying to figure things out, but also like trying to be in control. And I think sometimes the environment that I worked in felt out of control. And so I just was thinking of like little nitpicky ways that I would try to make some semblance of control in this environment that felt out of control to me, mostly because it's a very unpredictable environment. Things change a lot, and like there's a lot of like back and forth, and a lot of like even just the large scale environment itself can feel like conflict oriented, and that I think was very challenging for me. And so then I think I tried to like control in like small ways, and so mostly like in my office, right, of just like this is how things need to be, and then I would give it up. Like I would do it, I think I would go like to 2 different extremes of like trying to be really rigid and then just getting frustrated and then just like throwing up my hands. So I feel bad for my colleague.
And we do that in life. We do that at home.
Colleague.
Like, you know, the picture that I got, I was a mediocre to low skill level football player in high school, and I remember being able to be a running back.
That's funny because sometimes that's not how I would have thought of you. No. The way that you talked about your football career.
Mediocre to that. I know. I went fishing as well and caught fish. So as a running back, this is very applicable because usually as a running back, I'm more on the shorter end of the scale.
Okay.
And then you have big guys in front of you, you have a quarterback, you have a play. But if I don't know the outcome, then I would be in fear and I'm not even thinking about what I have to do. And I just have to be the running back. I have to get the ball. I have to focus on getting the ball, not focusing down the field or where the hole is to run through. And there might not be a hole, but the people that know the play are going to come around, and then there's like one or two big guys and they do their job and they do that job, and then all of a sudden there's a hole and I just get to be what the play is all about. And I don't know the outcome. I don't really know, like in front of me it's just a mass of people, and then all of a sudden the play, as I just get to be in the play and not worry about the outcome, I grab the ball and all of a sudden the Red Sea parts and I trip over my own shoelace and I didn't get a touchdown. But the point is that I get to be in the play, not ahead of the play and not trying to control the outcome. Yeah.
I love it when you talk sports to me like I understand them.
Yeah. Well, you know what a running back is. Anyway, being is enough.
I like how you say that so confidently.
What?
You know what a running back is.
You know what.
If you put me on a football field and I had to go pick out a running back for $10,000,
I think you would do it.
I would head to the hot dog stand. What?
Oh, hot dogs! I love hot dogs. I want hot dogs.
No, but it's a very good analogy. Just do your job.
Just do your job
and trust that other people are going to do their jobs.
Yeah. And God has the outcome.
Amen.
Amen. All right. Have a great Tuesday. We will see you hopefully tomorrow or later on today. Or hey, I've got the coffee machine.